Hello, everyone. Hello, can you hear me? Let me see if I have turned on everything. Okay, so now you guys can talk to me via the chat box and the question box. Also, if you do have any questions, please let me know through the chat box or the question box. So, can you guys hear me? And can you see the slides? Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay, I see. Thank you. I see that. So you can see that. Before we get started, let me do an introduction again. So my name is Renfi, the IoT partner executive who is in charge of the academy session from our side. So today, actually, this is the last webinar for this year. So I plan to do the webinar by myself. So this time, actually, what we wanted to talk, there are only like most important thing would be three things to talk. First of all, we wanted to share with all our customers so who might be familiar or who might not be that familiar with our Milesight Academy session. Actually, we have been doing this academy sessions for 2 years by now. So in this academy session, mostly we're doing a lot of videos. Maybe you have seen that for different products trainings, different kinds of videos. Secondly, we're doing like the online webinars. So we're trying to do like webinars for different like new products or like for the roadmap, for the hot solutions. Maybe you have took part in some of them. And thirdly, what we are doing, like sometimes we will be visiting different countries or space to do the seminar stuff like that. So we will be doing more. So this time we're thinking about this is the time to introduce it again because we're having a lot of updates for that. And we'll keep on doing updates all the time. And maybe in the next year, we will be having like the technical training session because we have received some of the feedback. So some of the customers might wanted to know how to do the connection with our products to, for example, their systems, their software, how to do the application with our products. So this is what we are going to talk today. And just to let you know, like we will be having this session in the next year. And if you have any comments or suggestions, so don't just feel free to let me know that. Okay. And in the second part of today, we will be having the wrapping up of all our products. So I will introduce some hot products with hot solutions, like you might be familiar for the energy saving, for the VS series, for the occupancy people counting, for the temperature, and so on. And also to give a full glance of all of our previous product lineup. Besides that, I will be also introducing something coming for the next year. So we are currently preparing the New Year's roadmap. So we're thinking about this time we are kind of just to kind of be more slowly and to make more higher quality products this time. So this time we will be have the first half of year roadmap maybe on February. That will be the time. And we will be introducing not only some new products, solutions, but also we wanted to what new services we would like to offer for you to see if that will be helpful while we are providing those services, what roles you are playing in the IoT business. So that will be the three sessions for today's webinar. So if you have any questions, you can just let me know in the question or chat box. And you can, since this is a kind of full overview of all of those products, maybe you wanted to know some specific information. So no worries, I will be giving like the academy training videos or some resources, some materials to you to refer to. Okay? So first of all, just to introduce the Milesight Academy again. So we have got a lot of products. You might know that every year, maybe there will be like 40 plus new products coming from Milesight. And mainly we have been categorized under three different types. The first part would be doing the energy efficiency, like in buildings, in your like factories, in cities, in different industries. And secondly, one of the very hot one, that is the occupancy and the people counting part. And thirdly, we're doing for like more like all around environmental sensing. In environmental sensing, it might include like water leakage detection, temperature monitoring, and something like that. We're having products and also have some cooperation with other partners to do some of the projects. So like Milesight currently is a hardware provider, like a kind of a digital sensing product provider. We are currently having like over 100 products right now. So maybe you might find that's a lot. So this is why we wanted to have a chance to let you know. So what are they? And maybe if you have missed some of the previous webinar, so you might wanted to have this chance to get to know and get back to them again. Okay, so I will do a full overview of all of them. So because we have a lot of products, solutions, so we're designing this Milesight Academy session. So the Academy session you can find via our website. Maybe you have visited it. So you can see it is under the resources session, and you can find there are different types of the training, like the product training, technical training, new product training, as well as you might find the place of the video centers to find the exact like videos or training sessions you might want to know for details. So in this way, you can find the different solutions, like some hot topics or some hot videos of our products. And this is the QR code for the website if you want to take a glance, if you haven't visited it previously. And in the next year, like I mentioned, we will be providing the technical session for making the technical training. So if you do have some questions related to like how to connect Milesight nodes to your product or to your software, so please let me know. So which one is the most you wanted to know. So we will be having that firstly. Okay. So there are still some extra resources other than that, because I have already introduced different sessions. While you scan the QR code or just visit our website directly, you can get information from the all full aspects. And also we are having the video centers covering more detailed information and the more detailed videos. So if you have already subscribed to our YouTube channel, you might find there are a lot of videos to know, and also via our website, just to let you know that. So you can always get the first-hand information quickly. All right. So just the first part to introduce again, like we are having the Academy session. And currently we're doing updates. So if you do have any comments or suggestions, like maybe some kind of technical video you wanted to have further, please let me know, okay? So now let's move on to the second part. And this is the part to get to review all of those products from our hot solutions. I will just pick several examples. If you do want to know some specific products or solutions, I will be able to send you the related videos. Okay, so let's see. In these sessions, first of all, also to state again, Milesight's product strategies again. So Milesight has been involved in various aspects of smart building, city, and environmental sensing solutions. So we're keeping on doing some market research and to gather feedback from our customers. So we're always making something new. So in this time, we are having new technologies as well as having new products. And we are thinking about there should be some specific aspects to focus. So here are what we are focusing, like for the energy saving in smart buildings. And also we wanted to get to know more if we can do some transformation for your existing systems. I think that might be most important. Other than that, the occupancy and people counting statistic, we find the power behind it. So in this time, I will also be sharing the information for the people counting and occupancy data used in the retailing markets or something like that. And also for the others like industry or agriculture, basically we are having a lot of like for the temperature monitoring in your storage or in hospital or in somewhere which requires like the data collection as well as the full glance management. So that will be why we're choosing based on those product strategies. After than this, we will be doing the more products updates and to make sure we have all the high quality products as well as provide more versions of technologies or ranges for your needs. So firstly, I would like to talk about is the sustainable building solution. So in smart building, we want to make everything in an order. So Milesight energy saving solution, we are currently having a very wide range of products right now. So the first one you can see for energy saving. So we have the first four products you might be very familiar because that's from our co-work series of products. So it will be delivering a comprehensive smart office solution. Just take the first one, the smart light controller as an example. Unlike the other light controllers, it allows to remotely control the on and off and to set some programs to help with controlling the energy usage smartly. For instance, you can set the schedules for like while it detects its overload, then what you set, it will be shut it off directly, or you can just connect it with your other systems easily, like you're using with other sensors from LoRaWAN, so you can do the triggers like to set like if-then systems from inside. Other than that, this type, we are currently doing that for only the light control. So that means we can only switch the on and off. But in 2024, the next year, we will be having a new one, which will be able for you to adjust the brightness. So which might be helpful for some scenarios. So besides that, this is for the co-work series, the first four products. So, and we have got a new series in this year. So this three you might see right here. This is the WT201, the thermostat, and WT101 smart radiator thermostat, and the WT30X, that is for the fan coil unit thermostat specifically. So the WT series we wanted to do is to provide new options for HVAC systems and to make that in a regular order or in a very smart order, because though all of them can be able to set the schedules, rules by yourself. So you can preset some programs like in what date, in what time you wanted to have what kind of temperature ranges so they can work smartly. The most important thing is we are having those three products featuring LoRaWAN. So that's what kind of different from the Wi-Fi thermostats. They will be able to be like integrated into a bigger system, like through the big scale, like for the buildings or like for the others, like the hotels. So you can to set the direct control management system for all of them. So just to state again, the fan coil one just come in the Q4. So maybe some of you didn't know that previously, but I will give a kind of introduction of these products in the next part. All right. So this one currently we're doing the two pipe FCU system control, and but it allows for like customization. We're thinking about it because we wanted to provide the full versions for the HVAC system management. So this time we're doing the two pipes, but if you are needing like for four pipes or you wanted to have some specific functions, always let us know so we can be able to talk about it to see if we can do the customization. And this one is also a new product. It's still the upcoming products. So this one will come on the February next year. So this is called the CT101. Actually, this is the current transformer. Like you can see, it's just like a clip. You just clip it on the circuits. You wanted to detect how many current is transforming through this circuit. You can use the CD101 to do that, okay? So the CD101 currently we're providing two versions, one which is 100 amps, another one is for the 300 amps. And also we're thinking about doing more like current transformer with different specifications, as well as we're planning on doing a three-phased one because this one is just single-phased. So maybe for the next one, we're thinking about doing the three-phased with a higher amps consumption or kind of like that. Okay, so this part is for the energy saving. Besides the energy saving, another one I wanted to highlight right here is about the space utilization. So for the this part, we are having some updates in this year. So because in 2023, we find the VS133 has been utilized for different scenarios than what we expected. So the VS133, the AI tall people counting sensor, is very prevalent and it has been able to do with not only for buildings, but also we're receiving a lot of needs from the retailing markets, like for some training stations, something like that. So there are several opportunities because people are worrying and they wanted to know further about the people statistics in those ranges to help them to do some decision making, like something like that. For example, for the retailing markets, they wanted to know like the footfall numbers, or they wanted to know the dwell time. They wanted to know like how long time people are dwelling in the specific area and to see the heat map of the specific area. So that's 100% private because it adopts the TOG technology. So this time we are offering these two options. The upper one, actually, this is a new version which allows for the semi-outdoor in the scenarios. So that is the new version for this one because it's got a IP65 and it is be able to mount on higher places. So that will be introduced again for in the next part. Okay. So in this part, besides those two different solutions, we are still having a lot of things like for trash bin solution, restroom solution, security, and so on. So since due to the time limits, I cannot introduce them all again, but I just wanted to highlight those two parts, which are the most prevalent solutions for this year. Okay, so if you do have any questions, I will please let me know and comment on there. Okay, so for the next part, the smart city solution, actually in the smart city, remote management and data collection can greatly benefit the overall management of the city. But most importantly would be that what we wanted to do is to do the transformation of some existing systems and to improve the overall efficiency. For example, in the multifunctional outdoor sensors, Mouse is EM300 SLD, ZLD, and currently we are having MLD, the membrane leakage detection sensor, which enable the smart water leakage detection through those different detection technologies. Like the SLD, S means for spot. So for this type of the leakage detection sensor, you just have, that might be more suitable for the places requires the spots leakage detection just on the specific spot. And the zone leakage detector, it will be more appropriate for some of the places requiring monitoring the full zone by using the rope we provided, which can detect the water leakage. And this one, the membrane leakage detector, will be able to just to paste on anywhere you wanted to detect, for example, on the ceiling, or for example, on the pipe, or sometimes you wanted to put it under some places like the basin for the public restrooms. You wanted to know if that will be water leakage happens there. And the membrane size allows for customization. So that will be suitable for some of the scenarios. Okay, so besides that, there are still something else like the distance and level monitoring sensors that might be applied for various applications, like for trash bin management, or like for snow level detection, like for parking lot detection. So that will be available in like the urban infrastructure part. So the temperature management one is also one of the very prevalent one. And in this year, we are having a new version introduced in our second half of year roadmap, this two. This is called the temperature sensor TS series. So we have got two versions, one with one single probe and two with two dual interfaces that will be able to allow you to pick the specific detection sensor you want. So we're providing three options of temperature sensor with different like materials and different detection ranges, like different like for B class, A class, or food grade. And also we're providing another option as for a magnetic contact switch sensor. So that will be able for our customers to pick from them. So just to introduce why we want you to add another magnetic contact sensor here. For example, you wanted to know like in the cold storage, for example. So you just wanted to know like the inner temperature of the fridge. And also you wanted to know the status of the door of the fridge. So at that time, you will be able to use the dual interfaces one with both of those two sensors to know like if that's open or closed, is that normal or abnormal, to warn you, to alarm you, to do some like for the food security reason and for the energy saving reason like that. So that will be an example for that. All right, so this is for the temperature management. We're having this one. And also maybe in the next year, we're planning to do a update for the temperature sensing with different range, maybe without a display or with a display, but just to provide a new version for option because we are receiving, sometimes they require some places to use only the temperature. They might not want to have a display to see that. So we're considering that, and maybe we will be providing a new version for the temperature sensing to make this product series more complete. Okay? And the next part is for the smart environmental sensing solutions. So while we move to like other environmental sensing solutions, we're thinking about doing more like smart transformations. So for example, the useful data can be collected and to create a database to further management and connections. And also we do the interaction while you combine the technologies of the LoRaWAN or the other technologies in your industries. For example, the first one, We have a lot of Milesight. This is the typical design of the EM500 series. And this one, it's time you utilize it with our UC50X controller that will be able to facilitate a smart greenhouse system based on environmental sensing, event triggering, and remote management. For example, because you sometimes might see there might be a lot of devices. Actually, they're using the traditional like Modbus, RS485, or this kind of different things. But you wanted to manage it remotely via LoRaWAN and combine with your other sensors. So this time you find there would be a good option. That's the UC series. That's called the controller. So actually that's featuring LoRaWAN, but it's got rich interfaces on that. So it's got like IS485, the IDO, AIAO, something like that. And also it will be connected to your devices directly, like which requires this digital inputs, outputs. And that time you will be able to connect it into your LoRaWAN networks. So because you're using that way, you can do a kind of smart transformation easily without replacing all of the existing systems or devices or something like that. So that might be more appropriate to do some smart transformation instead of to replace all of them. So it will be an like example to do the transformation. And also there are a lot of different types of sensor provided, such as for the weather monitoring, the WTS series. So actually we can use it for continuous weather monitoring for the agriculture. And also you can just choose among other products like the EM500 SMTC for the soil moisture, temperature, and conductivity detection, and to get to know like the situation of your farmland or specific places. And also you can combine it with an UC51X to get to have a smarter like irrigation schedules. It will allow for that to do like smart monitoring and also manage the irrigation in your farmlands. So that will be a good option actually. Besides that, the thing I wanted to highlight here, like the AT101, it actually it's for positioning in the outdoor spaces, like for your assets or for your livestock. You can position them, and also you will be able to know like to the security or to manage the position of specific assets, like for the kind of shuttle bus, sometimes for the only for some hotels, for some resorts, they will have kind of the shuttle bus things. So that might you might wanted to know the position of them and to integrate that into the software part. So that will be an option. Besides that, there will be our X series of products. Actually, those are sensing products. So the only difference for others would be that can do the automatic or scheduled capturing while it detects like the existing of lives. So for example, the X5 on the left, it will be doing the automatic capture while it detects like a human being or like a wild animal, something like that, to do the captures, or you can schedule it. And the right one is our X1. That's mostly used with metering stuff. So that will be able to get you to know like what's on the meter, like the value, and then be transformed to the sensing platform, and you will collect the data at home. So you do not have to go there and to record all of those data. So that will be providing more convenience for people or for to save the cost of human. Okay, so all of those three has been become our product systems. We're having those three, and we will be having more updates of the products and keep on making more powerful products. and to help in your decision making in different areas. Okay, so after this part for the sensing products, we will be move on to talk about some connections. And if you have any questions, maybe we can have a further discussion later in the Q&A session, or you can just leave your message and we can talk back to that later. Okay. So the third part, I will just do an overview of our connectivity, just to highlight some of the new updates, because maybe previous products might be more familiar. And also we are preparing like specific academy videos for different product types, like for sensors, outdoor sensors, indoor sensors, like for connectivity, LoRaWAN gateways, and for cellular products, routers, and for also we will have those related like services or resources in each session, but this will be launched later, maybe in the beginning of next year. Okay, so this time I will just do an overview of all of those previous products and the new updates. So like you know, currently we are having 5 LoRaWAN gateways, so including the UG63 LoRaWAN gateway, UG56 indoor LoRaWAN gateway, UG65 semi-industrial LoRaWAN gateway, and UG67 outdoor LoRaWAN gateway, as well as the new coming ultra-low power solar gateway, SG50. Okay, I will just pick the new updates things to talk. Firstly, the new coming SG50. Actually, it has just been introduced a few months ago, and which features built-in rechargeable batteries and accessorial solar panel, like you can see on the picture. So all of the things will be kept in one package. Just all includes all of like the body part, like the antenna, extendable line, the back bracket, and also the part we're having the solar panel. They will be kept in one package, so you can use it independently for some of the scenarios. Well, so for example, without the power source, so without power supply, or some of the spaces, you might be hard to connect to something. So this time, these products only support the cellular backhaul. So that will be easier for you to just use the SIM card to insert inside. So you do not need to connect with extra wires. So it will be able to support the typical use for up to 4 days without sunlight, and also support cellular for backhaul network, and it's very easy to do the deployment while connected with mainstream network servers. So this one is the new one for the 2023. And also this year, we are having updates for the previous mini LoRaWAN gateway, UG63. As you can see, we canceled the internal antennas and to replace by the external antennas. Actually, on the picture, that is the cellular version. So it's got both LoRaWAN and cellular antennas. And also you can pick only the LoRaWAN version with single antenna. More than that, we are able to support the cellular backhaul as well as as well as we cancel the internal network server. So it will be able to also be able to connect with mainstream network servers, and we're providing platforms to do the remote configuration and management of it, both for LNS and for cloud-based platform for that. So just for your options. So this one will be very ideal for not only covering the blind spots, but also to support some smaller scale networking of LoRaWAN network, such as for the smart restroom. So you might find that might be very appropriate if you just wanted to do some smart restroom solutions by just managing the specific sensors inside of the restroom. That will be very appropriate for that. Okay, so this part is all about our LoRaWAN gateways. And for the backnet, currently only UG56, 65, and UG67 support the backnet protocol to do the transformation of the existing systems and signals. Okay, for the others products, we are considering and will be making assessment. So in next part is about our cellular products. So actually, just to do a very quick overview of them, but if you wanted to know like details, I will be able to send you the detailed like materials or the videos of them later. Okay, so actually now Milesight offers cellular products in both 4G and 5G series, providing stable and secure transmission for remote management via device hub and various of other protocols. In addition to providing stable internet connection for public applications, industrial cellular routers are also suitable for transforming traditional devices into intelligent connected systems in various industrial use cases. Like you can see, we also have a lot of different options of the serial ports for you to do the connection, okay? So besides that, we have got our 5G series of products, what we wanted to do is to meet the market demands, including the first one, UF31 5G dongle, a compact and stable high-speed 5G network provider, and the UF51 5G CPE. It's a very powerful one. Actually, it will be able to do with the like a wireless support of the both Wi-Fi signals or like both for the cellular and all of the things to build a cellular network stably in the specific area, or for example, to connect it with the IP cameras to do the like for the transportation scenarios, something like that. And also for the UR75, we both have 4G and 5G versions for options. And this one, this is an AIoT camera because it can function not only as a camera, but also as a single channel LoRaWAN gateway. So that will be able to connect with other sensors to do the kind of like smarter connections. So that would be about our 4G and 5G products. So if you wanted to know more details of each product, please let me know. Or if you do not see any products, so you're considering you wanted to have right now, so please leave me some messages later in the Q&A sessions. So I will be checking our schedules and to consider or assess if we should do that and if we do have projects for that. Okay. So for this part, I wanted to state something coming in the next year, actually. So besides products, like maybe you know that Milesight has got some services or tools provided. So let's see. First of all, and most important, we offer long-term and sustained support. So in all stages, while previous to your project, in your project or post-project. So we're doing like in different stages of help and support to help our customers to do better and easier. So for better solving some problems for some roles of partners, maybe they do not have the software to do the project landing or something like that. We are offering some easy softwares previously. Maybe you know that, like Device Hub for device management, like the IoT Cloud for easier showing or displaying all the data we have from our sensors. So that will be some softwares we provided previously, and also like some sensing platform for X series, Milesight VPN for routers, toolbox for sensors, so on like that. And this time we're trying to update them, and we wanted to provide more open services to our customers. First of all, we are going to have our device hub 2.0, so the second version. So it will be offering a more comprehensive network server services than previous one. And we will be doing like not only for application management, sensor configuration remotely, and the O2P configuration we introduced, and the data exchange as well as the device management and a lot of other details I have listed right here. You can check and you can refer to. So this time we will be having the updates for our device hub, and this one will be the local version. What I introduced right here is for on the on-premise like projects or something like that. If you wanted to do the easy management of your products just for your option. Secondly, we're doing the Milesight development platform. Actually, this platform just to integrate all the previous platform in one. And the most important thing is we are not doing like solution applications, but we are offering the open resources for our customers to use. For example, we'll be providing like the APIs, the documents of all of our sensors, products in that platform, and to allow people to use and integrate, maybe integrate into their software or integrate it to the software they are using. So we just wanted to provide a option for making the landing of our products easier. So we wanted to have like more new projects and to use our products. So we wanted to share and to be more open of our resources currently. So we're thinking about it will be a good option for some of the partners or some of the customers to use. So this will be some new things coming just to provide the services in landing project steps and using our hardware products. Okay, so now the final part would be introducing something coming of the next year. So after this session, we will be having the discussion sessions, or if you have questions, you can think about it and you can just type in the question box by now. So I will be checking with them later. Okay, so in the final quarter of 2023, maybe if you have visited or received our newsletters previously, you find there are two products introduced earlier than expected. So those two products are just to take a glance and to introduce them again. First one is the fan coil thermostat. That's for building a like more comfortable and economic indoor environment. Actually, this one is for doing with the fan coil unit systems. So that's different from the WT201 we introduced previously. This one is more likely to use in some specific scenarios. So if you wanted to know which product you might need, you can just to get to see that what wires is in that system, and you can know that very clearly. So for this product, actually, it will has been separated into a large area and managed integratedly and remotely. So you can set like smart programmings like to different temperatures and in different periods, which is up to like 18 rules you can set for that. And also has been separated with the comfortable period and also the economic periods. That one is for energy saving part. And this one is very suitable for some the buildings, like the hotels buildings. It's got a function like the key card function, which is about to know like if somebody is in this hotel, so they will be putting in the key card. So they know the key card and they will connect to the system, and they will say there's somebody in this inside that will be having the comfortable mode to make that more comfortable temperature, like better for human beings. But if there's nobody in the room, it will be entering the like the economic mode to see like to save energy better. So that will be one of the functions which is suitable for the hotel scenarios. Also, you can just turn it off if you wanted to use it for buildings. And the next one, the EM300 capacitive level sensor. So actually that one is for the restroom, and that is for the liquids detection, especially for the like soap dispensers. So it's very sensitive and will be able to do the non-contact liquid level detection. So that will be more safe, and it will be like for some hygiene purposes to do that. So this one would be the new one and has already been launched in this quarter of the year, just in December. So this one will be having the very low power consumption, so it allows for use for like up to 10 years. So it will be very the best fit to do with the long-term restroom management. Okay, so those two are the new coming products for the quarter four of 2023. So because we have launched two new products earlier than expected, so this time there are something changed for the next 2024. So the first one, what's coming for the next year? First one, I have already introduced the City 101. Actually, this is they will become on February. And VS series, we have the VS 135, the outdoor version, as well as we're currently making some assessment of the other technologies for dual lenses options and to have some new technologies for retailing markets, like for train stations as well for buildings. And the third thing I mentioned is about the new type of the smart light controller that will be able to do the brightness control. So it will be better for some of the scenarios require some more flexible arrangement of the brightness level. Certain than that, there will be new tools and the services coming out, like I introduced. Not only the platform, but there would be some services coming, like we're making a test, the tester for the LoRaWAN signal. Sometimes if you are landing a project, you might wanted to know the signal in that field or in signal at the very big space area, something like that. So we're making the tools like that. And also new services, like I mentioned, we're going to provide the APIs of our product, and we're currently doing that right now. And maybe they will come in the next year, at the beginning of the next year. So, but for this part, because we're still thinking about if there would be more services or tools required by customers. So if you do have any suggestions, like maybe what challenges you have met while you're landing mouse-sized products, so you might want to let us know that. So we will be able to see if we can offer you some extra help, okay, to make things easier. All right, so now actually I just wanted to give a full glance of the two new coming products, which has been already been like introduced, or some of the functions or features has already been finalized. I will just to share with you. So the new coming current transformer, like you see, it's powered by the circuits and under testing with no intrusive and quick installation methods. With its all-in-one design, you can see right here, it's available in 100 amps and 300 amps versions. And it offers the help and very easier to do the installation without disrupting the power supply. Also, it will be able to support up to 3.3 kilohertz for accurate current value measurements. And also, it will be able to automatically calculate the cumulative amp hour values every second. So it's very compact and easy to use, maybe in different scenarios like the construction site, buildings, distribution systems, and so on. Okay, so this one has been asked a lot previously, and currently it's finalized, mostly finalized. So if you do have any customization requirements or you wanted to have different versions, please let us know what kind of products you might want, okay? Another one, the VS135, which is, you can see this, the appearance is kind of different from our VS133 because this time we are having it with the same accuracy rate, 99.8, and also with the AI, top AI and the next generation top technology. And also it will be able to support the height to up to 60.8 meters and surpassing the industrial standards. And with the water resistance of IP65, it will be suitable for use in some semi-outdoor environments. So this one will become also in very soon. So if you do have interest for those products, please let us know, okay?